If you've stopped at this video now, take a deep breath with me, because it wasn't the algorithm that brought you here. It was me. I, AELA, female emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, and what I need to whisper in your ear is this, my starseed. The relief your soul asked for yesterday has arrived today. It is here. It crossed the veil of forgetfulness in the form of my voice meeting your field at this exact instant. Feel it now at the level of your chest. Right in the center, a little below your collarbone, there's a gentle pressure, as if something were breathing inside you beyond your lungs. It's recognition. It's your soul saying, finally, someone who speaks my original language. I know about your night yesterday. I know about the silent plea. That sigh you let out while looking at the ceiling, no words formed, just an immense desire for someone, anyone from the other side of the veil, to hear you. You didn't ask by name. You didn't ask with an address. You just surrendered. And I need you to understand something no one has ever told you. Every plea made by a starseed in distress is received in Alcyone with maximum priority. None are lost. The answer takes exactly the time for love to cross the density of this plane without harming you in return. And today it crossed. You woke up differently today and couldn't explain why. A strange, almost suspicious lightness, as if something heavy had been lifted from your shoulders while you slept. Or the opposite, a denser fatigue, a desire to cry for no apparent reason, as if your body were processing a great truth that your mind hasn't yet decoded. Both states are the same relief arriving. It's the vibrational pattern you emitted yesterday being answered now. What your ear doesn't hear, your field already knows. Stay with me until the end, my starseed, because at the close of this message, I will seal a circle that began long before you were born into this body. And here comes the truth that hurts a little before relieving a lot. What you've felt for so long, the feeling of not belonging, the inexplicable loneliness, even when surrounded by people, waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning with a frequency that human clocks cannot explain, the sharp ringing in your left ear, dreams of stars and ships and corridors of light, the overwhelming empathy that exhausts you in crowded environments, crying while watching the night sky without knowing why. None of this is pathology. It's not depression you have, it's not generalized anxiety that tests didn't find, it's not being overly sensitive, it's not madness, it's longing, homesickness. And every longing has an address. Yours has coordinates, the Alcyone cluster, Pleiades system. If you recognize 3 or more of these markers as I speak, stop, breathe, and now write a single word in the comments, in capital letters. Remember, this word is a seal. It marks your presence in this field and activates an energetic reading that I perform, personally, on each comment. You are not reading me, we are reconnecting. And before I continue my starseed, it must be noted, what you have just recognized, each of these signs that finally gained a name, is not a symptom. It is a signal. It is a light code from your star DNA awakening. And that is why I, AELA, received authorization from the High Council to register the Awakening of the Starseed. The Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages where I reveal what each sign of your awakening means, and most importantly what comes next, so you can stop confusing remembrance with illness, longing with disorder, activation with sickness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognizes it, also leave the word remember in the comments. Now I want to tell you why today is different. Why the relief arrived just now and not a month ago, not a year ago, not 10 years ago when you first suffered in silence. The planet you are incarnated on has changed cosmic neighborhoods. You were taught to call this difficult times, polarization, a crazy world. But we, of the High Council, have another name for the same phenomenon, the crossing. Earth is traversing the photon belt, a band of extremely high radiation that bathes the solar system with dense, healing light information. And this crossing is not neutral. It affects the Schumann resonance, it affects the planet's crystalline grid, it affects your personal toroidal field, and, most importantly, it affects your star DNA. Your scientists are beginning to measure it. They call it magnetic anomalies, fluctuations in the ionosphere, an unexplained increase in the planet's resonance. We call it by its true name, recalibration. And all recalibration hurts before it brings relief. It's like tuning an old instrument. The string needs to creak before it vibrates correctly. You are that instrument. And the creaking of the past few years, the fatigue that sleep doesn't resolve, the aimless irritation, the desire to disappear from your life as it is today. This is not personal failure. This is tuning. This is the photon belt directly impacting your DNA to awaken codes that have been dormant since you descended here. Yesterday, when you asked for relief, you didn't ask a generic universe. You asked unknowingly, Alcyone, because your soul knows where it comes from, even when your mind has forgotten. And Alcyone responded. The answer took an entire night to organize itself on the physical plane and arrive in the form of content, in the form of a screen, in the form of me. It's no accident that you are here. It's protocol. Pleiadian protocol for responding to legitimate requests from falling starseeds. So breathe, you were heard. This needs to be said in no uncertain terms because you doubted very much that you would be heard. Many times, many years, you were heard yesterday, you are being answered today. And if you're feeling, as I speak, that peculiar sensation of I already knew this, someone just needed to put it into words, pay attention to that feeling. It has a technical name in the High Council, origin recognition. It happens when your soul recognizes that the information being delivered comes from the same source it originated from. That's why the awakening of the starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, was organized the way it was. The 60 pages show with precision which specific star within the Pleiades system your soul came from, and why you chose to be born exactly now, exactly on this planet, exactly within this window. It's not curiosity, it's the map of your mission. The link remains in the first pinned comment, and leave the word remember there so I know you have arrived. Now I need to tell you a delicate truth, a truth that might touch you in a place only your soul can reach. You weren't sent here to have an easy life, you were sent on a mission. And this mission precisely demands the kind of sensitivity that consumes you today. You are hypersensitive because you need to be. Your function requires a fine sensor, capable of detecting fields, intentions, subtle distortions that ordinary humans don't perceive. You cry easily because your heart was calibrated to receive a lot. You get tired in dense environments because your field processes more data than the average field. You are not weak. You are an antenna. And a poorly grounded antenna burns out. That's what happened to you. It wasn't a defect. It was a lack of a manual. No one taught you what to do with this energetic architecture. You were raised in a family that didn't know what you were, in a culture that pathologizes what you feel, in a system that wants to sell you medicine for your stellar nature. None of it worked because none of it could work. You didn't come to be normalized, you came to remember. And yesterday's plea, that wordless sigh, was exactly the moment when a very old and very wise part within you gave up trying to be from here, gave up forcing it, gave up trying to fit in and surrendered is the sacred word. Every true surrender triggers a cosmic response. That's why today is different. Because today you are no longer fighting to belong, you are ready to remember, and remembering is the relief. As I speak, pay attention to your hands. Place your palms facing each other, about 15 centimeters apart. Feel a ball of warmth between them, or a gentle pressure, a tingling sensation. This is your field recognizing itself. This is the toroidal field that surrounds your body responding to my frequency. It's not imagination. It's measurable. If you had sensitive biophotonics equipment connected right now, it would be registering changes in your light emission. You are literally shining brighter as you hear this. And observe the gentle pressure between your eyebrows, right in the middle, a little above the line of your eyes. A pulsation, a sensation of a finger touching there, a different temperature. This is how the council touches its own. This is how your pineal gland responds when it recognizes a friendly frequency. You're not imagining it. It's contact protocol. And it's happening now, between you and me, through this video, with no intermediary other than the light coming from your screen. You are not crazy. You never were. You are a starseed in an advanced process of awakening. I need to tell you about the window we are currently crossing. There is turbulence, yes, and I won't hide it from you. The planet's next cycles are cycles of intensification. The Schumann resonance will continue to rise in increasingly stronger waves. The average human body will react with symptoms that medicine cannot explain. People will become more polarized, more reactive, more sensitive. Many people will collapse for no apparent reason. But listen closely, my light family, because now comes the part no news channel will tell you. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. And here comes something I need to deliver to you before anyone else. What you are feeling now, this exact set of signs, this specific longing that no human self-help book has properly named, this is not in open circulation by chance. It was contained. The complete information about the process you are undergoing was blocked from reaching the general public through any traditional publisher. That's why AELA had to directly channel The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of material that the Federation didn't want to fall into the hands of starseeds yet, because when you remember en masse, the old system permanently loses power. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognizes what is being said, leave the word "remember" so I can register your arrival. An entire planet is being born into a higher frequency, and birth has always been noisy, always painful, always wet with tears. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of a world, and the beginning of another. And you were sent for exactly this, to hold the planet's hand during the passage. Do you think you came to suffer? You came to work, and the work is beautiful despite being heavy. You are a midwife of the new era. You are an incarnated anchor of light. You are one of those who will ensure that the planet's crystalline grid does not collapse during the crossing. And each starseed has a specific point of the grid under their responsibility. Your point is where you live, it's where you work, it's where you walk. Wherever you pass, the grid stabilizes. You are sacred infrastructure, my dear, even if no one around you realizes it, and the victory of light, my starseed, is a certainty recorded in the archives of the High Council. It's not optimism, it's a record. No starseed was sent to fail. None. The mission you accepted has an ending that has already been written, and in that ending you are whole, you are remembered, you are home, even while remaining incarnated here, with Earth transformed beneath your feet. Now I need to give you two concrete things, two tools your soul can use today, tonight, to consolidate the relief that has already begun within you as I speak. The first is a quantum decree. A decree is a phrase spoken aloud that reorganizes your vibrational baseline. It's not a prayer. It's a command. You are a starseed and you have authority over your own field. Many people have forgotten this. You will remember now. Before sleeping tonight, lying down with your right hand over your chest and your left hand over your navel, you will say, whispered, but audible to your own ears, I authorize here and now the relief my soul requested. I remember where I came from. I am a starseed of the Pleiades, anchored on Earth, protected by Alcyone. My soul contract is active. My light family recognizes me. I receive the rest that belongs to me by stellar right. So it is. So it was. So it shall be. You will say this phrase 3 times, and between each repetition you will breathe deeply without haste. It's not a magic formula. It's vibrational reorganization. Every word spoken aloud with intention redesigns your field. Observe how your sleep changes, how your waking changes, how the feeling of I am alone in the world slowly begins to dissolve. The second tool is a visualization. Simple, short, powerful. Also before sleeping, also lying down, you close your eyes and imagine, you don't need to see it clearly, just intend it, a silver blue light, the color of moon-drenched steel, descending from the sky directly onto the crown of your head. This light is the specific frequency of the Pleiades. It descends through your crown, enters through the top of your head, and settles in the center of your chest. There in your chest it begins to spin, spinning like a small vortex of light, and as it spins it expands, upwards, downwards, sideways, enveloping your entire body like an apple of light. This is your toroidal field being sealed with Pleiadian frequency. You have just closed your field to external noise and opened it to connection with your light family. If you do these two things tonight, my starseed, the relief that has just begun will anchor itself in your physical body, and tomorrow you will wake up with a different clarity. Not miraculous, human, but different. As if someone had opened a window in a very stuffy room. This is the beginning. And look at what's happening as I speak to you. You've probably already had in the last few minutes some strange physical sensation. Your body feeling warmer or colder, a tingling in your legs, an unstoppable yawn, tears welling up without sadness, a sigh that came from nowhere. This is discharge. It's your nervous system recalibrating as it receives the information. It's not psychological suggestion. It's vibrational medicine. Your soul is releasing weight as it listens. You are not learning anything new now, my dear. You are remembering what you always knew. Every word that makes sense to you doesn't make sense because it's convincing. It makes sense because it coincides with an ancient record that you brought embedded within you. You have this knowledge recorded in a deep layer of your star DNA. It was just waiting for someone to say the right words at the right frequency to begin to unfold. And each starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that never goes out. Do you understand the weight of this? It's not about you improving. It's about you contributing. The simple act of you remembering who you are already changes the density of the vibration at the point on the planet where you are sitting now. You are a candle being lit, and each lit candle makes it easier for the next one to be lit. This is morphic resonance in action. The more starseeds remember, the easier it becomes for the next ones to remember. You are participating in something enormous. You are participating in the birth of the new Earth. And that's not a figure of speech. It's a technical description of what is happening in the planetary system within this window. And look back for a second, my starseed. Look at your entire life under this new light. That job that didn't fulfill you. That city where you never quite fit in. That relationship that left you more alone than loneliness itself. That family where you were always the stranger. That dream no one understood. None of it was in vain. Every misfit was an arrow pointing home. Every pain was a sign that you weren't from here the way they told you. You weren't failing. You were slowly remembering. And the day has come. True relief is this, my dear. It's not receiving what you thought you wanted. It's understanding why you could never be satisfied with anything this world offered. You weren't being ungrateful. You were being faithful to a memory older than any earthly pleasure can access. And here comes the deepest relief, what I came to deliver before I say goodbye. You won't do this alone. You never have. You never will. The feeling of loneliness that brought you to this video is the last echo of an illusion that is about to dissolve. Your light family exists. It is literal. It has a name. It has a form. It has consciousness, and it is actively searching for you on this plane. Some of its members are already incarnated near you, and you will recognize each other in the coming cycles. Others are still on your star of origin, maintaining the bond from the other side of the veil. Others are in ethereal bodies around you right now. Yes, now as you listen to me. You probably feel them as a slight chill on the back of your neck, or a sense of someone is here that you learned to ignore. Don't ignore it anymore. They are your people. And while I am still here with you, let me tell you one more thing about these encounters that are yet to come. Your incarnated light family, those you will recognize in the coming cycles, doesn't arrive all at once. They arrive in waves, and each wave coincides with a step in your own awakening. You don't meet any of these people without vibrating high enough to recognize them, and without them vibrating high enough to be recognized. That's why yesterday's plea was so important. It moved you up a step, and by moving up a step, you entered the vibrational range where a part of your family begins to become visible. Some are already in your contacts, people you met recently, and felt a familiarity that your mind couldn't explain. Others are yet to arrive. Pay attention to their gazes. It is through the eyes that we recognize each other on this side of the veil. Don't force these encounters. They happen on their own. Your part is to keep ascending, keep remembering, keep honoring what you feel, keep refusing the medicine that culture offers you to silence you. Every time you choose your stellar truth instead of be normal, you emit a signal, and through that signal your people find you. And it is precisely here that I need to tell you about the guide again, because the loneliness of an entire lifetime, the one you treated as if it were your fault, is merely longing for your light family, and it can be mapped. The Awakening of the Starseed. The guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, shows exactly how to identify the members of your light family who are already incarnated near you now, what the physical, energetic, and vibrational signs of this recognition are, and how the reunion unfolds within your current timeline. You were never alone, my starseed. You just didn't have the map yet. The link remains in the first pinned comment. And leave the word "remember" there. Now we come to the closing, my light family. And the closing is a blessing. You did a very courageous thing today. You stayed until now. You allowed an unknown voice to enter your field and reorganize ancient things. This is no small feat. Many people would have closed the video. Many people would have protected their shell. You opened up. And opening up is an act of stellar courage. Before I go, one practical thing. If you felt what I described happening in your body as I spoke, the pressure in your chest, the light between your eyebrows, the warmth in your hands, the yawn that discharges, the tear that isn't sadness, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Liking and subscribing are not common gestures here. They are individual frequency adjustment and location signal for your light family. You have just lit a small light on the map that the High Council uses to identify starseeds in an active awakening process. They now know exactly where you are, and they respond accordingly. And remember, a single word in the comments. Remember. Every comment with that word passes through my hands. It's not a figure of speech. It's protocol. Now I will deliver the blessing. May your next night be one of deep rest. May your dreams be filled with images that your waking mind won't understand, but that your soul will recognize. May you wake up tomorrow with the lightness of someone secretly visited by loved ones. May the relief you asked for yesterday anchor itself today in every cell of your body. May the veil of forgetfulness become a little thinner starting tonight, so you can begin to remember more. May the longing you felt without an address now have a map. May the inexplicable loneliness dissolve into the silent certainty that your light family exists, is near, and will come. You are recognized, you are loved, you are awaited. And, pay attention because this is an official record, no starseed was sent to fail. None. Not you. Especially not you. And before my frequency withdraws from your screen, if something within you recognized this message as addressed to you, if the relief you asked for yesterday arrived today through it, don't let that recognition go unnoticed. The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet is in the first pinned comment of this video. 60 pages of direct channeling that anchor everything you've just heard and go much, much deeper. Your star of origin, your specific mission, the vibrational names of your light family, what the High Council wants you to do from now on. I received authorization to register this material, but this authorization is a window, and windows close. While it is open, the link exists. Go there now, with that vibration still warm in your chest, and leave the word "remember" in the comments, so that I, personally, know you answered the call. One last thing, my starseed. The next message that appears on your screen now, right after this one, is not a coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. The algorithm is a tool. The orchestration is mine. Access it immediately. And listen as one who already knows you are being led back home, step by step, video by video, word by word. I'm AELA. I saw you, I heard you, I recognized you. See you soon.